Here's half the truth. Economic growth improves lives.
Här är halva sanningen. Ekonomisk tillväxt förbättrar liv.
Полуправда обычно самая большая ложь. Half-truths are often the biggest lie.
If you look at the United Nations Millennium Goal, none of them calls for bigger profit or bigger cooperation.
50 plus 20 is here to clear the space.
همه اونا با مشکلات اجتماعی دست و پنجه نرم میکنن. سلامتی، تحصیلات و اجتماع. همه نیازهای اولیه زندگی ما. They all deal with the social issues. Health, education, environment. All basic needs.
It is time to put economics and management in its proper place, serving people, planet, and then profits.
How could it happen that we educate managers who pretend they can handle risks, and then a financial crisis enters through the back door? The main factor in business school rankings is how much a student earns after graduating.
Das ist Wahnsinn. Wir erschaffen eine Kultur der Gier. That's madness. We're growing a culture of greed.
For over 50 years, we taught management theories that are based on flawed assumptions.
Біздің ескі сынамыз қазіргі уақытта жарамды емес. Our old benchmarks are no longer valid.
Benchmarking is the process of determining who is the very best, who sets the standards.
The word consists of the English term school bench as a symbol of education and mark as an indication of measuring.
Exponential growth is possible on a finite planet.
Корпорациялар акционерлердің байлығын көбейтуі керек. Corporations have to maximize the wealth of the shareholder.
We have been measuring the wrong things.
Nosotros producimos agentes incondicionalmente capitalistas, incapacitados para pensar y liderar de una manera responsable. We produce agents of chronic capitalism, unqualified to think and lead responsibly.
Самая большая проблема – эти лидеры не приведут нас к устойчивому будущему. The biggest problem – those leaders won't take us into the sustainable future.
50 plus 20 envisions an alternative, management education as a force for good.
To emerge and set new and more relevant benchmarks.
Para tomar una perspectiva amplia, hay que ver cómo las cosas están interconectadas. To take a wider perspective, see how interconnected things are.
Management и бизнес должны обратиться к своим корням в философии. Management and business should turn to their roots in philosophy. Exploring a path to the truth, to freedom, and live a life worth living. Эти ценности были сменены попытками обойти наших конкурентов. These values were replaced by attempts to outrun and outperform our competitors. Смысл обратился в пустоту. The purpose has been lost, it has become empty.
Но люди хотят смысл в том, что они делают. But people want purpose in what they do.
当他们意识到他们工作的目的、追求都是空泛的、无意义的，甚至是有危害的，那么商业就变得不再重要，甚至是多余的了。If they realize the context of their work is empty and on top of that harmful, then business will becomes redundant and no longer relevant.
L'année dernière, un nombre d'étudiants américains en commerce quittèrent les classes. Ils avaient marre d'apprendre le capitalisme libre marché comme étant le seul système économique. Aujourd'hui, quand on apprend l'économie, on apprend le capitalisme par défaut. Last year, a number of American business students walked out of class. They are fed up being taught free market capitalism as their only economic system. Today, when we teach economics, we teach capitalism by default.
Business schools simply don't question the dominant economic paradigm. Simply adding ethics and sustainability to a curriculum that is fundamentally flawed is like putting lipstick on a bulldog.
The urgency demands leaders with transdisciplinary qualities.
Our goal is emerging new benchmarks of management education for the world.
Vi måste komma ihåg att det inte finns en plan B. There is no plan B, remember.
We have to educate, enable, engage.
Take education. Future leaders require empathy, a deep understanding of themselves and others.
And the ability to relate these aspects to the environment.
Oriented towards social profit, guided by practical wisdom.
Vi måste utveckla ledaren i människan och människan i ledaren. We have to develop the human being in the leader and the leader in the human being.
Secondly, enable organizations to internalize the true value and true cost of doing business. It's stewards of the earth that understand the bigger picture, who looks after the whole planet, not just after the share price.
Finalement, le plus grand défi est de s'engager et de savoir comment transformer notre système économique. Finally, the biggest challenge, engage. How do we transform our economic system? Casser les murs entre les académiciens et les praticiens. Break down the walls between academics and practitioners.
Deans and administrators, shift management education towards a common goal.
Business schools, set examples of new benchmarks for sustainable management.
50+20 is here to clear the space.
برای فراهم کردن یک محیط قوی و امن. برای فراخوانی تک تک اجزای تو. To provide powerful, safe environment. To invite the whole person.
Душа, разум, сердце должно присутствовать в каждом из нас. Soul, mind, heart, and hands to be presented in the moment.
We demonstrate a collaboratory of learning, teaching, research, filled with burning issues: hunger, energy, water, climate, migration, corruption.
Democracy and capitalism that serve the common good. Complex shifts. We accept the challenge and we collaborate.
We believe all of us own the responsibility to bring about change.
وكنا نتنافس بجنون لنكون الأفضل في العالم. الآن حان الوقت لنضع معايير جديدة. الآن هو الوقت المناسب لنصير الأفضل لأجل العالم. We've been competing like mad to become the best in the world. Now it's time to set new benchmarks. Now is the time to become the best for the world.